Let it speak for itself. It's graduation day. I got my cap and my gown on, and all I can think about was how when I didn't have it, they asked me, how did you get through this? And I said, first and foremost, I had to let God get me through this. They say, how did you get through this? I said, I had to get my notebook to get me through this. I said, picture being in a basement with nothing but a notebook and a pen. And everybody said I was supposed to be crazy. And everybody said you're supposed to lose your mental. And everybody started praying against you, and that's when I took that and started praying with me. See, everybody kept betting against me, and I love how the donkey in the hole got his own self out. Now they're wondering, what do I mean? So let me explain. A couple Jews threw some dirt on a donkey. He shook it off and got back up. Some more Jews threw some dirt on him, and he shook it off and stepped on it until he got out of the hole, and they said, my God, how could such a fool get out of a hole that we planted to take him out? And what you meant for your good works for my grades. All this salt you throw on me dissolved me into grapes. So all of your nonchalant, hating comments put me on the pedestal to eat off of a gold plate. See, you didn't know that God picked me best. He weeded out everybody who already had the credentials and said, now that's the one I want next. Simple, right? Way too complex. They looked at me and said, your skin makes you look disgusting, dingy, and dirty, and more so like a disease. They looked at me and said, because my dad was never there, that I won't be the man I'm groomed to be. But amazing how a butterfly will come across your path and expand your wings and your vocabulary. So now I'm a cherubim with a sword that's got flames to take limbs. And I'm still patiently waiting for them to trim.
All right.
See, they keep looking at the physical but forgot the spiritual.
All right.
They keep looking at what looks hopeless, and I found the hope in what was lost. And I had to look in the mirror and realize I wasn't looking for my dad, I was looking for me. So I broke this mirror and told him, you can't copy something that you was never meant to be. My mama said, son, why? My mother said, why? When you know and I know that this makes no sense and you won't have enough dollars to break change into cents. I said, Mom, I'm breaking change with change that will now change to give us a greater change. I put too much on the table. Let me renege just a little bit so you get this on live instead of cable. See, I'm not too fancy with chains. I'm not too fancy with chains, and the way that chains have bound my people, if bounding can keep our people separated, then a chain can bound us to be locked and tight and stronger together. So why aren't we a chain that locks and tighten each other up to uplift and build what we supposed to have already had? Now that's the story we need.
Come on.
My brothers are so scared of a man that's not a threat to them, but a threat to who they could really be.
All right.
See, my sisters are so scared of having a king because they are so used to a jester, a peasant, a man that knows nothing of royalty descent. See, it took a butterfly to remind me of my ancient history, so I had to break into the Torah, flip a couple of Qurans, and then open up the book itself and realize my priesthood has been here 42 generations before and still stands after. My father's bloodline is royal and swims in my veins like milk and honey, so why would not I hold my head up high and know my help is coming?
Yes.
So why would my head be down when my help is raining down? See, it's something about opening your mouth and releasing the bad so the good can come in.
All right.
It's something about being pressed against the wall that puts your back into either fear or fight. So I learned two things in life. Thank God and right. Thank God and right. thank God, and write. And I wrote my vision, made it plain, spoke it, lived it, eat it, breathe it, die it, and wait, now I received it. He broke the clouds open and said, my son, I've been waiting to hear from you. He said to whoever in the crowd needed to hear this, it's in your reach. The question is, how long before you reach for your preview? See, all this smoke screen is nothing but just pressure for you to break through for the opening scene. I came to tell somebody, whoever needed to hear this, keep going, because there's a difference when you finally work on faith and truly learn to believe. And that's that piece.